just to prove that we do have Java. How are you doing this afternoon, sir?
Wonderful. Yourself? You good? Oh, I think we're having a little bit of a connection issue.
Well, that's great to hear. Let's take a look at a new thing that we've added to today's show. John and I worked on this separately. We have a list of the topics that we are going to discuss today, and we'll keep switching back to this screen so that you can keep up to what we're doing with. I think we have sort of gone through the welcome, at least I've spoken. I have to explain a little technical glitch here. I'm not hearing John, so we are communicating with, well, I guess I should be pointing the other way that when I want him to talk, or he's going to point at me when he wants me to talk, or whatever. But what a major screw up. Anyways, that's our welcome. Best we can do today. We're going to take a look at our second topic, the weather. As soon as I can switch back to our panel. There we are, back to our
There we are.
panel. What do you have for weather today in Bradford, John?
Muck, 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 and more muck. Um, it's going to be a nice week, and it'll actually be a nice because we need to get rid of a lot of snow. How about you?
I'm trying to look for my Toronto weather. Oh, here we are. Here's my Toronto weather one. And hopefully that is updated. I forgot to check the API to see if it had updated or not, but it's saying this is Toronto weather. I know you're a few kilometers north of there. Uh, uh, -8. Oh yeah, and I know you love those decimal points for the temperature. Feels like -13.11, and the wind is 2.19 kilometers an hour. That point 19, of course, is the killer.
Yep.
Here in Brockville, as I check my weather station, look out the window right there. It's cloudy, and we have a weather warning in effect. Uh, my friend Dan Mellon, who is the manager of the radio station, always puts out a weather statement every morning, and he's forecasting doom and gloom. We're to get anywhere between 5 and 20 centimeters of snow mixed with freezing rain tonight. So,
What?
not much to look forward to.
Remember what I said about weathermen and politicians that they all lie?
Well, as we go down our list, oh, here's one that's near and dear to your heart, and that is the Super Bowl. Any thoughts about the Super Bowl? And I'm going to miss your comments that you're going to make, plus the next question that I'm going to ask you.
I stayed up and watched it. It was under duress. I had no excitement in the game. The halftime show wasn't my cup of tea, but it was exactly what I expected. And unfortunately, Cooper Cup didn't get MVP. The first half he should have, but beyond that, I stayed awake the entire time. So kudos just on that one. So yeah.
Well, of course, I didn't know who was the favorites going in or who are the favorites coming out, but I thought the Patriots had a very good season. I think they were horrible the year before, but they had a
Yeah.
really good season this year. Um, I saw parts of one game. That was when the Bills. I think the Bills did beat them this year. One
Mhm.
of their few losses, but That's how much I don't know about NFL football. Like I'm still Bills fan, regardless. Giants and maybe the Jets if I'm really desperate, but that's it. But the other part of the Super Bowl, well, two things, and I'll try to keep it to two. First of all, did you get a chance to see? I know we didn't see it live. I don't think so. Any of the Super Bowl ads, particularly the Budweiser one.
No. Well, the Budweiser one came out, I'm going to say about a month ago, their main campaign. It's actually a really cool ad. I'll send it to you later. Um,
I
but
was I
no
was
good
pretty impressed
commercials.
with the Budweiser one, but I think it was sort of tugging at the strings of the hearts uh,
Hmm.
of the USA with the eagle, and if that's
Yeah.
the same one that you're talking about, the eagle and that colt.
Yeah.
I was impressed with that. The other part, and always the most contentious part of the Super Bowl, and it's never the game, it's the halftime entertainment. Bad Bunny. Now, I think from what I've seen online, it's been about a 50-50 split, good or bad. Some friends of mine were talking about ridiculous. Uh,
Hmm.
me, I only saw parts of it because uh, I didn't see the wedding, I didn't see Lady Gaga, all of those kinds of things. What were your feelings about that halftime entertainment?
Um, I'm not a fan of Bad Bunny, so to be excited about that really didn't do anything for me. My dad walked out of the room when the Rolling Stones played years ago, so I guess I'm old now. Um, it was different. It did actually have a live wedding. The trees I thought were actually the coolest part for me because all those trees were people, hundreds of people that made up the trees. Different thing, was it my cup of tea? There's a lot of negative and positive feedback.
I
It
know
could
there
have
was
been worse.
lots of complaints about
Yeah,
the entire halftime show being in Spanish. I believe he's from Puerto Rico. I'm not really
yeah.
up on all these kinds of things. If it wasn't country and western 1950s, then I'm not really familiar with what's going on. But I had no objections to it being in Spanish because I was checking back. Uh, I looked at the Summer Olympics in France,
Hmm.
and Celine Dion sang in French, did her part in French. Actually, she sang part of a song in Chinese as well. And then
Hmm.
more recently, I think it was last Friday night, Mariah Carey sang at the opening of the Winter Olympics, and she
Hmm.
sang Volare, which was a number one hit back in 1958, but it wasn't her singing, but it was all in Italian as well.
Hmm.
So, I mean, the Olympics were in Italy. They can speak Italian.
Yep,
When in Rome, speak Italian.
exactly, exactly. Um, I, I, I'm amazed that we don't have the buzz on the Winter Olympics like we used to. Um,
A lot of my friends were impressed by his reference to I think it might have been "God Bless America" the expression that he used, and then he named every country in North America, Central America, uh, like
yep.
Canada, and then all the flags marched in. I think he got, or someone got, a real message across there without using the word ice, because it
Yeah.
wasn't the Winter Olympics.
Yeah. Um, Politics and entertainment should stay away from each other. Um,
Well, they have my vote anyway, so
yeah.
regardless.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, that was our Super Bowl comments.
Hmm.
NASCAR. Oh, the only thing that I wanted to I brought this in because They did have the clash a week ago Sunday. They got all the snow cleared out of the way. It was
Mhm.
in Winston-Salem, by the way. Uh, this week, of course, is America's Race, Daytona
Mhm.
500. Uh, a little better weather there.
Yeah.
But the reason I'm bringing this up is because I've got my annual tickets for Watkins Glen, and
Hmm.
geez, they've rescheduled the race. Normally, it's held first or second week in August. It's now going to be
Yeah.
on May the 10th. Well,
Mm.
Watkins Glen is maybe 50 or 100 miles south of Brockville. So May
Yeah.
the 10th is a little early. I'm worried. Some of the guys told me they were wearing their long underwear. I don't know if that's what it's going to be, but boy, NASCAR is trying to make a comeback because it's as we've discussed earlier, their diminishing fan base with NASCAR, and I don't think having one of their biggest races because they normally draw 140,000 people at Watkins Glen on this Sunday, and May the 10th is going to be a little chilly. What do you think?
I August is really hot to be sitting out in an open stadium. That's the way I look at it. The
Yes,
weather is
our
dependent.
VIP tent is open at the front, of course, so we have decks that we can watch
Oh,
the
okay.
race from at Turtle 10. But we do have nice windscreen, so as long as it's a northwest wind or whatever that day, we should be okay. But uh, and as long as it's not too cool, because our package, we have a little special VIP package at Watkins Glen. So we have all of our drinks and all of our food from Friday at noon until Sunday 4:30, something like that. And I don't want
Mhm.
my food to get cold.
Yeah, nobody wants cold hot dogs and hamburgers. Better than frozen ones that I've had in the past. Um,
Okay,
I think it'll
NASCAR
be good. I think it'll be good.
off. Moving on to number 5. Oh, March vacation. Now, you can verify this from the Toronto aspect and in between, but it doesn't look like we're going to get to go away this March. Is that what you're hearing?
It's been 2025 was an expensive year. Maybe that's a Julie question, not a John question. I just say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. That's all I can do.
Well, although we're not going to get to go a March vacation, at least the Brockville and Ottawa group, but we are headed. My grandson's getting married in North Carolina, uh, May the 30th. So
Cool.
mini vacation. Uh, Rebecca, Andrew, Colleen, and I are going to fly down to Raleigh. It's in the
Hmm.
wedding's in Raleigh. They live just about 10 miles outside of Raleigh, and the wedding
Hmm.
is going to be there. So we've got our flight booked. What's really disappointing, though, and is hitting our pocketbook, is uh, Ogdensburg, which is across the river from us here in Brockville. Breeze
Hmm.
Airways flies out of there. Their hub is in Raleigh. They fly 2 days a week, 3 days a week. They fly to Raleigh. Uh, $37 each way. Oh yes, but does that fit into our schedule? No. Well, Rebecca and Andrew can't take that much time off work at that time of
Yeah.
the year. So we're flying good old Air Canada, Ottawa to Montreal to Raleigh for $850 each. That's a lot more than 70 or $80. But
Hmm.
hey, it's a big
Ten
day
times.
for Alex. He's the Delta Force guy
Hmm.
that's getting married. So we're making a special day. Oh, forgot to tie in. I wanted to mention about because we're, in relation to that, uh, Lady Gaga did perform at halftime in the Super Bowl. She did sing a song and Spanish. And then
Hmm.
she got down off the stage and did a little bit of a salsa dance, uh, near and dear to my heart, of course. There was certainly lots of dancing going on, but we were looking at March the 21st. She's the main show at Madison Square Gardens, Lady Gaga, and we had been looking at going down there for a shower for Marissa. That's Alex's fiance for the wedding, and we had been looking to go to New York City for the shower because that's where her parents actually live in New Jersey. But I
Yep.
think uh, Rebecca and I lost a flip. We aren't going to the shower, and we aren't going to go to see Lady Gaga at Madison Square Garden.
Have you won a flip? Because I don't remember you ever winning a flip before, so we'll leave it at
Okay.
that.
I had planned to show the Braves highlights, but I think, well, wait till I see if it's going to be convenient or not.
It's okay.
Um,
With the
I'll try to kill
difficulties
the
we've had
audio
today.
on this, John. No promise.
as well as
Must have been a very
Nepean.
slow paced game. Well, there it is.
Okay, I've
Who
killed
did
the
they
audio,
play?
I think, successfully. This is last Saturday night. This is my hometown Brockville Braves playing in Rockland versus the Rockland Nationals. They're the number one ranked team in Canada. So we've
Hmm.
done well. We played them once overtime and lost another game. And halfway through this game, the score was 3-2 for Rockland.
Hmm.
We had Jesse Lumsden, one of my favorite players, uh, just scored there to even it up at 1-1 prior to the end of the first period. And then Rockland gets a couple more, goes ahead 3-1. And then a Brockville boy, and normally we don't have too many Brockville kids make this team. This year we have five on the team, which is pretty exciting. I wish our fan base would increase because of that, but
Good.
okay. Well, I think we've seen enough of
Cool.
the Braves highlights. Uh,
Cool. At least they're
Down to
having.
the last topic of the day that I have scheduled, uh, and that is the speaker's blend. Now, we agreed earlier that we were trying to eliminate too much uh, politics in it,
Yep.
but I know you said last week after the show that you were going to be watching something from the House of Commons. I forget what the name of that show is, but you were going to be watching those guys. So, anyways, I want to relate a little story to you that's as close to politics as I can get without offending anyone. Hopefully, Peter Milliken was the MP, and I think he was from Kingston and the Islands. And in the year 2000, uh, he was elected as the Speaker of the House.
Hmm.
So he had to give up his seat and sort of be a neutral kind of guy to keep the warring sides apart there. Because I think you told me last week they're not always the best behaved group. Um, I don't think we can be too proud of what goes on there. I mean, the results
No.
might be okay, but boy, for guys making the money they did, they shouldn't be acting like kindergarten kids. Anyways, Peter Milliken, he became Speaker of the House in the year 2000. Not that I'm a historian or a political person at all, but I did look this up, and he introduced an event that they do in the UK, and that is the Speaker of the House every year selects special blend of scotch that he has labeled with his name on it.
Okay.
And in Canada, then it is a blend of scotch, and it's labeled with the speaker's name and whatever. Of course, the scotch is imported from Scotland, of course, but the
Yeah.
label, it comes in a special package. It's available only in the center block of the House of Commons, and it's primarily for the MPs to use as a gift for visiting dignitaries, VIPs, or those kinds of things. So the
Hmm.
special packaging looks something like this. Okay,
Cool.
so it's Francis Scarpaleggio, who is the current Speaker of the House. That's the packaging, but here is the real thing. This is my bottle of scotch, which I just received
Cool.
this week, but with his label on it. And after I haven't uncapped it yet, but when I do, I mean, I'm going to save it because the label and the bottle are going to be of value to me. Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
Christmas gift, by the way, from someone who has access to the center block. I mean,
Hmm.
the MPs don't have access to the center block right now because it's under construction and
Yeah.
they're meeting elsewhere. But I think we both know son-in-law of mine who's an engineer on site, and he has a security pass and the whole bit for center block,
Cool.
and he was able to go in and make that purchase for me. Now at Christmas
Cool.
time, he had to get me a substitute gift because it hadn't been released yet, and at that point, it was going to be a bottle of rye. And he knew that I'm not really a rye fan, that I am a Scotch fan. So when the supply did come in last week, he went and he said he paid a little extra, and he got me a nice bottle of Scotch with Francis Scarpaleggio's label on it. So I'm pretty
Cool.
pleased with that.
Yep.
Okay, that's me. That's all I've got to hassle you with. Is there, you're over there? Anything else and that you want to bring up? Of course, it's only for the viewers. Oh shoot! Oh, guess what we didn't do?
No. The national anthem.
We weren't
Oh, Janet.
watching. I wasn't watching the comments that were coming up on YouTube. So
Yes,
I see
Janet.
a
I'm
couple
waiting for
there.
Whit to
One was
open it.
mine, but we haven't got Janet trained yet to be the social media coordinator because I showed Colleen how to do it, but unfortunately she's not home today. But I would really like Janet because she can just call up this one web page. She would see all the comments that go in the chat on YouTube,
Hmm.
and then she can decide if and when and display them on our screen. Hopefully,
Ooh, Janet as a moderator.
hopefully we're going
Uh,
to get her trained for that.
I,
Excuse me.
I would be
Anything
scared to
else
see
that you
what
want to
Janet would
add,
allow.
John?
Hmm? Sorry?
Okay, well, I have two issues, and I've got to fix this friggin' audio problem. I was going to say it was nice talking to you because certainly
Ditto.
wasn't listening. Couldn't hear a damn thing.
I,
Uh,
I get used
and
to
the other
that
one
way.
is I'm going to see if I can get a copy of that. Here's Johnny, and we can use that as part of our introduction. If
All
that's
right,
it,
sounds great.
uh, thanks very much.
Thank you.
We've been, oh, gee, we're getting pretty close to about the 20-minute mark on the length of our broadcast today.
That's
So
okay.
we done good for no audio.
Yep. Yeah. Next week we'll have it all figured out.
Okay.